Horrible Ukrainian FPV drones brutally executed North Korea and Russian soldiers in surprise attack. The Russian assault, caught in grainy feeds from multiple drones, is relentless and daily. Aging armored vehicles race across a pockmarked field. Then, in broad daylight, one tank is stopped by Ukrainian attack drones. Yet two vehicles make it to the tree line and drop off Russian troops to shelter in the scant winter foliage. Minutes later, more drones strike the lone dismounts. Another tank, partially damaged in its first run, continues through the tree line ahead. It breaks into the next open field, with some troops apparently clinging still to its battered exterior. The sight and its bloodshed are perversely intimate in the live detail, even though the horror we are watching is about 10 miles away. Once the tank is halfway across the next field, the swarm of single-use drones strikes it again, and it slows to a smoking halt. However much of each assault they kill, the Ukrainians complain, the few Russians who advance are immediately reinforced by another 10. Ukraine cannot match Moscow's numbers, or a tolerance for casualties that Western officials claim is resulting in up to 1,200 dead or injured daily across the front lines. Kyiv's manpower crisis has been palpable in Pokrovsk for weeks. Soldiers around the Eastern Front told CNN, and Moscow's savage tactics are seeing persistent success. The situation is very critical, said East, the call sign of a commander of a drone unit working around Pokrovsk. We lack infantry to fight and hold out for some time while the drones do their work. That's why we often see situations where the enemy uncontrollably penetrates vulnerable areas. Troops in Pokrovsk told CNN of manpower shortages so acute they feared Russia could make a significant breakthrough, and complained of having to use drones to strike advancing Russian units because they lacked infantry to confront them. One commander said Seladov, a key town outside of Pokrovsk taken by Russia in October, was defended with only 6 Ukrainian positions, which he assessed meant about 60 troops were involved in the operation. They were quickly encircled, outnumbered, and retreated with significant casualties. It is rare to hear Ukrainian troops disparage commanders and stockly assess the front line to reporters, but multiple soldiers around Pokrovsk presented a stark assessment of the current Russian offensive and their own prospects in the area over the coming months. The upcoming presidency of Donald Trump causes some anxiety. Troops were keen to not offend the incoming US commander-in-chief and also concerned about the fate of their fight. "I will hold back as I talk straight," said one soldier. Another feared a January peace initiative after Trump's inauguration might be too late. "I cannot say exactly how much time we have, if there is any time at all," said Cache, a call sign, a reconnaissance sniper. "Now they are pushing their troops to the front line as much as possible. And then, at one point, they will all go for an assault. They can go very far. In one day, let's say." "The enemy is advancing because there are no people defending on the ground," he continued. "Nobody wants to sit there. There is a very high chance that they will not come back." The drone crew skipped through their video library of the past week's costly and chaotic withdrawals. There is the moment when 3 Ukrainian troops work into a factory in Seladov a month earlier, advised it is under Ukrainian control, only for one of them to be shot down by Russians occupying the building. Another scene involves a Ukrainian drone unit defending another village, mostly without infantry support, encircled by Russian troops. The footage shows a Russian soldier hiding nearby, and the unit firing a drone usually sent kilometers toward the front, just 30 meters 98 feet away, to hit the approaching Russians. Recruitment brings its own issues. The defense of Seladov, one commander said, was bolstered by 300 fresh recruits sent to the front line directly and expected to undergo basic training in the trenches. Errors by command are increasing, several soldiers said, sharing an episode in which a unit of Ukrainian soldiers was attacked by drones on the front line after 2 Ukrainian commanders mistakenly failed to identify them. Mistakes are commonplace in the chaos and horror of a battlefield. Yet this openness and candor is rare from troops who a year earlier would have spoken with fierce pride about Ukraine's summer counteroffensive in Russia's Kursk region. The prospect of peace talks beginning when Trump takes power in January provided little consolation. Freezing this war is a double-edged sword, Kotia said. Do we give up the land my friends died for, or to continue taking it back and lose even more friends?
Take the pressure, we fix the position.